Today is holy to the Lord your God. Do not be sad. Do not weep, for rejoicing in the Lord must be your strength. Well, last weekend, we began our message series, 6G, 6 pithy statements surrounded by the letter G that hopefully will form a way of life that can be beneficial to us in this new year. And they are: get up. Judah goes first, praise God. Get up, Father Ben. Get it done. Get over it. Go for it. It's going to be okay. Go to bed. And these messages are, I hope, very helpful ways for us to begin important steps of life. How can we live? Well, we can live with some very basic rules and practices. Last week, we really hit home the importance of getting up and never to sleep in, but to embrace the new day. And this week, much like last week in the readings, there's a lot about how living a good life with God is new. There's a sense of a freshness and a beginning, and it's exciting. In the first reading today, the people are told, rejoice today, because today is holy to God. This day is the day to rejoice. And then in the gospel reading, we hear that this is like the beginning of Jesus' ministry. Today is actually the day when he begins to work and to teach the people. So today is all about a strong beginning. Today is a day to get it done. We're going to get to work today, my friends. So one of the first things that I do when I get up every morning, and I very much encourage you all to do the same, is to make your bed. I can see it already. We're about 50-50 in the congregation. That's right, Father Ben. Absolutely. The other half, I hate it. I don't want to hear it. My wonderful sister, she's lovely. She says to me, do I have to? Do I really have to make my bed? Is it like a sin not to? Well, I don't know about all that, but making our bed is the very first step when it comes to get it done. I'm up. It's time for a new day. What do I do now? Well, I guess I should make my bed. My sister, but my bed's really big. Honey, there are two of you. You can make your bed together, all right? Your husband will help you. My bed is small, sure, but there's only one of me. So this isn't strictly like a military thing, although there's nothing wrong with that. It's a good life lesson. You know, you make your bed when you get up and you take pride in it and you move on. And we all know how wonderfully comfortable it is at the end of the day to slip into a bed that's been made. That's paying your dividends in the morning. Not a big fan of the guy, but you know who does this every day? Mark Zuckerberg, the owner and the creator of Facebook. Many billionaires in our world actually, they schedule their time to the minute. 5 a.m., wake up. 5:05 to 5:10, make my bed. They schedule their time so completely to make sure they do everything right, including make your bed. Why is this important? Well, mostly because we don't want to invite the devil in our room, because that's what happens when you don't make your bed. The devil comes in. So remember that. I assume none of you want the devil in your room. Okay, great. But even more so, it's a great way to foster a mindset of, we're going to get it done. Now, when we get up in the morning, we don't necessarily have to be super high energy productive. That's okay. But what we don't want to do is waste the time either. God gives us the morning knowing that it's quiet and it just might be the best time to get some things done. Some parents are like, nope, you're wrong. It's no time to do anything. I get it. The temptation is after we wake up to be like, you know what? I'm just going to stare at the wall tired for 2 hours, right? No. We got to have a plan when we start our day. And we've got to have a plan for how we're going to start the next day too, because we don't want those minutes to slip by and we've wasted them. I have a friend. He is super efficient. He's kind of a morning machine. And he literally brushes his teeth in the shower. I'm not totally sure how that works, but I think he starts brushing his teeth before he goes, so he kind of finishes it halfway through the shower. I don't know. He is a freak. But he just is terrified to lose any time in the morning because he has a lot he wants to get done. Because we know that can happen. If we let the morning slip by, we don't get it back. So I say to you all, let's say you've got some goals you're working on. Maybe you just can't find the time to get some things done. Try the morning. Trying to work out. Trying to carve out more time for prayer. Maybe you're just behind on a few work projects. Or maybe you're a married couple and you just don't have enough time in the day together. Give the morning a shot. Every morning is a gift, and we can use it. Like for me, my goal is to pray for an hour every single day. I need to do that. I'm a priest, and it's not going to happen unless I do it in the morning. And it must happen. I need to pray. So I've made it happen in the morning. Get it done, folks, is not just about the morning, okay? It's not just about what we do to be efficient from 6 to 8 a.m. It's more of a mindset. It's like an instinct within us that says, I am not going to wait to do this because waiting has never made anything any easier, right? All right, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say most of you have not seen this show, but I'm a big fan of something called the Game of Thrones. All right? Anybody ever heard of it? There's a lot in it that's garbage, okay? And I skip all that. But in the story, there are these different characters and these like powerful families that live across the country, and they have like family mottos or like a family code. And one group, they live way up in the north, and this is their code. This is their creed. Winter is coming. Obviously, in Terre Haute, Indiana, winter has already come. But so they're like the good guys of the show, if there's anybody good. And they say this all the time. Winter is coming. Winter is coming. And they're always prepared for it. They live where it's bitter cold. And they're like, someday soon, winter is going to make things way harder for us. They know that someday, when they're not ready for it, winter will arrive. So what they do is they keep themselves always in a state of preparation for winter. So we tell ourselves, I tell myself, I've got time for that. I can do that later. Winter is coming. I don't know when it's coming. I've got 10 little things that I could do or I really should do right now, but I'd rather just watch YouTube for a half hour and I'll do, oh, nope. The phone rings. My day is now wrecked. I have a friend, her name is Karen. She's a wonderful lady. She works for a funeral home, and she says, if I have any errands or any chores to do, I can't wait to do them. I can't postpone them because at any moment, I'll get a call and I've got a funeral. Life is challenging, right? Life is just kind of that way where things come up all the time. Why do we want to get it done? So that when things come up that we're not prepared for, we don't get completely derailed. Because crazy things are going to happen to our time. Our time will be stolen from us unexpectedly. And we always act like, how did this happen? When really we should be like, well, how does it not happen? I kid you not, friends. Every weekend, if I wait to write my homily, if I think, I got a few more hours on Saturday, I got enough time, every time I wait, that I will get called to the hospital. Every single time. I'll be like, okay, Lord, now I got nothing. I got to go to the hospital now to see somebody. And yet, if I get my message prepared ahead of time, nobody calls. I never get called to the hospital when I'm ready. People only get sick when Father Ben procrastinates. Going to the grocery store, filling up a tank of gas, doing the dishes, doing the laundry, writing a thank you note, calling that one person back, making our beds. Waiting doesn't make any of those things any easier. And we all know that. We got to get it done. We got to get in the habit of getting things done when we can get them done. There is an amazing passage in the Bible, in the Old Testament, where God's people are in battle with the Philistines. And it's kind of crazy. You know, the Philistines are the enemy. They're the bad guys. They're always causing trouble for the Israelites. And the Philistines are losing the battle because the Israelites have the Ark of the Covenant. So the Philistines, they all get together and they say, we're going to lose. We're going to lose this fight. So we gotta go out there and we have to fight hard. And this is their battle cry. Fight manfully. It's quite a phrase, right? I know it's kind of gender exclusive, but you get the idea. This is what the bad guys say. And they win the battle. God's people are defeated because they say, fight manfully. They go and they beat the Israelites and they take the Ark of the Covenant from them. Many is the time when I have something to do and I'm like, Father Ben, I know you don't want to do it. Fight manfully. Go get it done. And friends, when all these little sacrifices and these little turns start to add up, it matters. It begins to make a difference. All of a sudden, we start to form habits. We get in the habit of taking care of little things, and we become less stressed. We start to feel proud of ourselves. We become more prepared for the hard stuff, and maybe all of a sudden, we've accomplished things we couldn't have imagined. Just think of somebody who decides, I'm going to get up every day. I'm going to pray for 20 minutes, first thing in the morning. And then they do it, and they do it, and they do it. And then all of a sudden, it's 6 months, and they prayed every day for 6 months. Their life would change just because they got in the habit of saying, I'm going to get it done. When we get it done, we prepare ourselves to start to do great things. My friends, today is holy. It's a gift from God. Do not be sad. Do not weep. For rejoicing in the Lord must be your strength. So we're going to get it done, and we're going to make our beds. All right.